60 degrees today. Going to fix the AC. It's going to be 80 fucking degrees today, boys. I can't wait. It's going to be a hot week. I'll put it in right here. But yeah, this is your boy Liam's Lexus build, and today we are going to rig the AC system with stop leak and fix it for the last time before I finally finish it next summer, where I actually change the AC compressor out, which I still might do this summer. I don't know yet. Wide body Hellcat. Oh man, this would be a perfect place to take a shot of my Lexus. I'm doing it. Just took some pictures, insert the nice little dope. Damn, and this guy's got a Lexus LS 460, BMW, Audis. That guy's got a Hellcat, the other guy's got a Mustang. That's like a whole car guy fucking cul-de-sac right there. I fucks with it heavy, bro. If I ever have to buy a house and live next to neighbors, please, God, let my neighbors be car guys, because I do not want to have to deal with, why do you have a lifted truck parked on the driveway? Why is your car so loud? Why are you working on a camper? Why are you lifting your truck at 3 a.m. in the morning blasting rap songs? You know what I'm saying? So, someone died right here yesterday, right here. Somebody on the ground. Right here, and I got it on video right after it happened, and it caused a huge traffic backup. Shit was like fucking wild. I uploaded the short on YouTube. I didn't show the dead guy, obviously. I showed him like as he was laying on the ground before he passed away and shit. But yeah, fucking crazy, dude. He was riding his bike 1 second, next second, a lady in a Honda CR-V's on top of him, killing him, and yelling at people driving by because she's putting the blame on them, mad at them, and because she's mad at herself for killing somebody. Alright, so that was my neighbor's fucking Camaro, dude. 2018, he got the exact one I wanted. Full blackout, murdered out, stock, OEM. Got a, what's it called? Stainless steel straight pipe. Full true straight pipe header back. And, dude, the thing sounds fucking amazing. But, yeah, I wanted one around that time, too. It's crazy that he actually got it. Look at this guy, look at this guy. All the way to the right to turn left. I hate that shit. But yeah, so I'm doing a little Uber Eats and shit, gig app shit before I do the AC, because it needs to be hot out when I do the AC, so I can properly test it out and everything. So yeah, I'm just waiting for the heat. You see how this light just turned green and no one was even fucking here, bro? I absolutely hate that shit, bro. What the fuck, man? Let's go drop this order off and get back home. See that Scion in front of me? I love that thing so much, man. I miss my Scion. If there's one car I could have back, it would be that Scion. If there was 3, it'd be the Scion, then my Corolla, and then the Trailblazer I had. Alright, doing another order right now. Waiting for it to warm up, and then we're gonna do that motherfucking AC fix. So, can't wait. Let's get it, boys. Also, called Firestone. I went to called Valvoline first. They don't even do alignments, and the person who answered the phone thought alignments had to do with something with the tires, which is crazy. They're like, yeah, we replace tires here, rotate them. We don't have a balance rack or alignment machine for the tires. I'm like, oh, okay. And hung up. Firestone called me back and like, yeah, do you want a lifetime alignment? Because we have those on sale from $300 down to $190, or the regular alignment for like $140 something. I'm like, yeah, give me that lifetime, because the last 2 times I've got alignments there on my Scion and Honda, I needed another alignment on both, and I was mad that I didn't get the lifetime fucking alignment, because then I had to pay another $140, which pissed me off. So lifetime makes sense. We're going to keep a car for a while, because literally every 6 months you go in there and get it aligned, and then anytime you do work, get it aligned free. You literally pay for the second alignment when you get the your second alignment done for free, it pays for itself. So I mean, lifetime alignment just makes so much sense, you know. But yeah, let's drop this order off real quick. All right, but yeah, just dropped that order off. But man, I'm happy as hell. I'm getting all this work done to the Lexus again. Shit that I've been putting off for a while, especially that rearward control arm, caster arm, whatever. I've been putting that off since day one when I bought it. Yeah, I didn't even know it was that. I thought it was a strut mount and a ball joint, but either way, tie rod's coming Wednesday, replacing that Wednesday, and then Firestone Friday morning, pick it up Friday afternoon. Dad's flying out to Florida that night in the middle of the night. So I mean Florida, I mean Japan. He's going to Japan. Lucky him, man. Told him to take some pictures of some dope JDMs and shit. You know what I mean? But yeah, just sick of working on the car, man. I got to do the stretcher bad all four corners, and then the back rear is making some sound on the back passenger side. I think this car it was definitely an accident up in the front right. I think they might have hit something in the rear too, like maybe hopped the curb, something like that, because that fender is aftermarket with aftermarket paint. That's why the paint's fading so bad on the front right fender. And that's why I needed all the suspension stuff done on the right, because the suspension was replaced with tons of aftermarket. I'm absolutely sick of my camera turning off when this piece of shit decides to turn on again, because it flickers on and off. But yeah, the cheap-ass Chinese parts in the right went bad before the front left even went bad. I always stop here because they got stop signs and never stop. But yeah, so this side didn't go bad yet, and those cheap Chinese parts went bad before the Lexus OEM parts went bad. So that's actually kind of fucking crazy that Lexus is that good at making their parts. And yeah, so Lexus it's so like, and that's why like I hate that I used aftermarket parts, but I made sure I used a good aftermarket part. Delphi and Dorman's good, and that's why I made sure I used the Delphi suspension part, because I wanted to last a while. I didn't want the cheapest shit possible, you know. The ball joint's the cheapest shit possible. I didn't even grease that up fully yet. I thought I had a mechanic do it, and I'm wondering why isn't there any grease like popping out? I don't think he greased it at all, and I paid him $10 for nothing, which pissed me off. So when I go to Firestone, I'm gonna have them grease up the new tie rod that I'm putting in, and then this ball joint. But yeah, that alignment's gonna hit. It's gonna be dope. I'm gonna do a tire rotation too when I'm done with the tie rod, and do it so this way the rear, because the tires are in the front are starting to wear differently than the back, because it's been over like about 10,000 miles. So yeah, we're gonna do that. And yeah, then I gotta do I'm probably gonna get coilovers eventually. I don't know when I want that to be the next thing I do. So coilovers, I want tint done. Tint's got to get done first. I'm doing the AC after all this is done this week. The next thing I'm doing is the rear differential fluid. It's got to be flushed, changed, drainer filled. So after that, I'm going to be doing the differential drainer fill, and then after that, I'm going to be doing the tint in the car. I'm going to tint it myself. I've done it on tons of other cars. I mean, the rear is already done. It looks like shit, obviously. The hard part's done, so these two windows will be pretty easy to do because it's pretty flat. So I'm going to do that with real tint, 5%. The rear is 20%, so I might just do 20, so we'll see. But yeah, gonna do all that like that, but I'm waiting a few more hours for it to heat up, and then I'm gonna do the AC. So let's get it. Gotta dig for my AC fucking, the one with the has a gauge on it. I didn't leave that out. I think it's all the way at the bottom. Not in here. Where the fuck would I have put it? There it is. I dropped someone moved on the ground. Great. But quick disconnect. Oh nah. Oh duh. I'm fucking retarded. Got to screw it on. So before I do this, prop the hood up with something. So I'm gonna have to start it up after I screw that on. The low side's on that side, so I want whatever I prop it up with to be over here. So I don't have to lean over. Sucks, dude. There's only like, has to be like the exact height too. That should be good for now. Now let's go screw this shit on. The Pro, yep, Pro Seal. It says do this first. Then I add a can of this. Then I'll add a little bit more of that. And then if I need more, I'll add some of that. So bring what I need over here. The low side is right down there. Damn, why don't I have a cap? I thought the cap must have blew off. I'm gonna buy one online because I actually do want a cap for that. Let's start this up. Turn the AC on blast. AC. Get that on. Now we're gonna put this shit in here. I like that it has a nozzle so it's not automatically. Alright, it's on there. So spraying that shit in. Just heard it click on. This gauge is not accurate for some reason. I have no idea why. That's why I'm going based off how much it says to use. I'm just going to spray it until it's no longer cold anymore. That's what I did the last few times. It worked. So I do like that it has the fucking nozzle though. It's starting to feel warm, so it's getting down to being empty. I know that. And then when I'm done, I'm going to pop that off and shake it, make sure there's nothing left. The AC compressor did kick on pretty quick, which is nice. I still hear it popping. Do a quick disconnect real quick. See if I hear anything when I screw it. Do an ear check. I hear nothing in that. It still feels pretty pressurized though. So gonna add this next. That's why if you already have one of these, it's so much cheaper because this nozzle costs a lot if you buy it on the cans at the store or online. So that's on there. Now we're gonna empty this out. Last time I did this, I overfilled it a lot, and I do not want to do that again this time. I had to let some out. So after this can, I'm probably just gonna let it run for a minute, and then I'll add a little bit of this. That's crazy that that's already, the fan's blowing. It sucks though, that the nozzle does suck though, because I have to I have to hold it while I'm spraying it, which sucks. So I can feel that's getting emptier, it's starting to get warm. So that's good. See how it says green? It'll actually be like right up here when it's full. I don't know why it's off by that much, but because when I put this on, it said it was in the low green right there when there was nothing in here at all. So that's why I'm adding some of this before I add any more of this like the other can, because I want to at least get a little bit more of this in there. Because this is really good for the seals. Now it's warm, so now we're going to pull this off. That's what it's saying it's at. So I still hear some pressure in here, so this one might not be. No, that's empty. So I'll let it idle for a minute. This is next up. And get it in there. All right. Oh, it's already blowing cold. So Both sides blowing nice and cold. So I'm probably just going to use half of this can, and then that's it for now. Then I'll have a full can of the stop leak and a full can of R134 in there. And it needs to circulate for a while, so I might go get gas. I might go get gas after after I put half of this can in there. These empty quick, so I don't want to use. I want to make sure I get enough in there, and I'm going to rev it up to really get it through the system. Check it now. Wow, that's how you know it's still full. Yeah, there's still a lot in there. So this one's good though, because this doesn't have the dye in it. I don't think so. But I don't want to add too much of this shit in there, because that other Pro shit, I don't know how good that is. So yeah, I'm gonna let it sit there for a minute, because that nozzle's not taking any more in it. You see it's going down, it's starting to adjust. So maybe this is actually accurate again. But yeah, I'm gonna take this off, let it idle for a minute, and I'll come back. Yeah, that still has some shit in there. But end this video real quick, let it idle for a minute. All right, so it's still blowing cold. I think I'm gonna add a little bit more Freon, and I feel like it could be colder. I'm revving at 2,000 RPMs. I've been doing it for like 2 minutes now. A few more minutes of doing this, I'm gonna go in there, add some more Freon, just check where the pressure gauge sensor is at, because even though it's not accurate, it'll tell me if it goes down. That means it's leaking still. But this has such a small leak that it shouldn't even leak any today. I'd notice it in like a couple weeks maybe. So again, I'm going to go in there, add a little bit more Freon of the second can. I should only have to use like 1/3 of that can, maybe half of it, if I don't use the full other, the rest of that tiny stop leak can. So yeah, I don't want to use the full Freon can, even if it needs to take it, in case it leaks out, so I could add the rest of the stop leak and then Freon later on when it in case it does leak out. Last time I did this, I let the car run for like an hour, took it on a drive, everything. It says you do it 15 minutes, circulate it through the system, all that, and turn it off so it can seal for a little bit. I'm planning on driving it not for an hour this time, maybe like I'm gonna let it idle for the 15 minutes and take it for like a 10-minute drive, come back, and then turn the car off and let it seal up. So last time I went to bed after I did that, so I let it seal up for like a 12-hour window. So I'm going to try to do something like that again today, but for like maybe 6 hours, because it doesn't say how long to let it seal up for. It just says let it cool down and cycle it again. So I'm going to go put in a little bit more of that Freon and come back out, and I'll tell you guys the full amount of ounces I used. Right, I couldn't film it because my phone was in the process of transferring the glasses clip over to the phone, but I added, it was running great, and then I added a little bit of this, and then boom, the AC light kept flickering, and the pump went off, and the gauge shot up. So that means I added too much to the system. So I emptied some out, didn't work. Emptied some out, then it worked. So I idle, AC was working. Then when I revved it, boom, the AC blinking again. So I drained more out, and then drained more out, and now it seems to be working when I rev it and everything. So and it's sitting, I couldn't film it, but it's sitting right in the middle on the green now, so that's perfect. So I still have half of that left, a little bit, like a third of that left, like that much of this can left, and then a whole nother one of these, but not the Pro Series, it's the same as that inside. So if I need to buy one more can of Freon, I still have half of this, so if it ever starts leaking, I'll use the rest of that, and then add the rest of this, and then that should hold me the rest of the summer. Then I'll have another can of this shit for next year if I need it or whatever. But let's go on a test drive real quick, make sure it's blowing cold and all that. So AC light is still good. Oh yeah, it's cold in here, boys. Hell yeah. I was blowing Freon out, so I want to open the windows up and just air it out for a second before I get on the main roads, because I don't want any Freon in here. It's going to kill me or anything, you know? So let's go. Alright, so I took it for a test drive in my other video for like 10 minutes. If you want to see that, go check out that video. It's still blowing cold. It's like 6 hours later right now, about 7 hours later. It's only been running for like 45 seconds. And it's, oh shit, I'm still blowing fucking mad cold. That person fucking almost backed into me. Holy shit, bro. Holy shit. But yeah, it's still blowing ice fucking cold, man. This is why old people should not have a fucking license, man. But I'm waiting for them to pass. This person right here. Holy shit. Old people should not have licenses. God. And they floored it backing up too and then locked the brakes up. And then she sits there looking at me like it's my fault or something. Like, I'm in my lane, bro. That's on you. So yeah, I'm gonna walk in the store. I got a Uber Eats order right now. I'm gonna go grab that and test it out some more. It's blowing cold still. I'm gonna check the pressure when I get back. So let's get it. All right, pick the order up. It's right there. It's 77 degrees out. Actually, it says 80 degrees. And it's cloudy. So I mean, it's hot out. So we're getting heat, and it cools the car down pretty quickly. But we get bad summers here where it's like 90 to 100 degrees out for like a month straight. So I really want to test it out then. So once it's like 100 degrees out and it's sunny, I want to really test it out. Because in 2024, when I first got the car and I fixed the AC, it would cool down pretty quickly back then. So again, that's the main thing I'm hoping for, because I want to fix this AC permanently. Get the new compressor and everything like I told you guys. And because my friend lives in Florida, and like I want to go down there. My main goal is to like fucking, like, I want to get land in West Virginia, right? But I want to get a second plot of land in Florida too. So I have like a vacation home. And then my third plot of land I want to get in Alaska. I want to own multiple plots of lands, build tiny homes on them all, and rent them out. Dependent on where I am. And even if I'm in like West Virginia, I'll have multiple tiny homes there that I can rent out while I'm on the property as well, just far away from my main house, so I don't have to see customers and shit like that. Main goal is that in the end. A lot of time before we get there, but yeah. So if you guys want to see my test drive and more detailed video about me fixing this AC, I showed you guys a lot here. I have the how-to video on my channel right now. Almost at the guy's house. But like, the best thing about this is it's blowing pretty cold right now. It's blowing as cold as it did when I first fixed it in 2024, May 2024. And back then it was blowing, I think, like 48, 52 degrees, and it was like 80 out in the sun. And it blew a little warmer out when it was like 95 degrees. I think it was like 50 to 55 degrees. It was like the max, or 53 to 55 when it was really hot out in the sun. So, and that's just at idle. That's not driving time either. I got a thermostat in my house I want to bring out and test it again. But the good thing about this is when I get a new AC compressor and condenser and rebuild the system and shit next. Man, I do love that. Going from the heat into a nice cold car, I miss that. My Elantra had the best AC any car I've ever had. A 2005 Elantra. My 2016 Scion TC was the second closest car I had with good AC. Yeah, ever since then I've been trying to chase that AC coldness. But so this car, when I replaced the condenser and everything, and then I evac the system of any air and push new Freon in it, that makes it significantly colder than just recharging a system or using stop seal to recharge a system, because there's still air in the system. Because when you leak something out, you have to displace that Freon that was in the system, otherwise the system will collapse, which it's obviously not going to. It's high pressure. So air gets in the system, condensation gets in the system, and you need to evac that air out, which you should be doing when you refill your system. That's why, like I say, if your system goes cold, if your system goes warm, I mean, in the summer, you should go to a shop and have them evac the system and put new Freon in to get any of that condensation and moisture out in humid areas like I live in the Northeast, which is humid. So I got another order, that DoorDash. So the AC started flashing again. I checked the pressure and the pressure shot up. So that can happen. That happened last time I did this too. I guess as it seals holes, the pressure shoots up even further, and I had to drain some more out of it again. And it's blowing nice and cold. I hope it doesn't happen again, so I don't have to do it anymore. This happened last time though. I had to drain some more out the next day because of I guess it sealed up properly. So this should be the last time I have to do that, because last time I did this, it was also again the next day I had to do it. So I'm gonna drop this order off and go get gas. All right, we dropped the order off. We're gonna get gas now. Quick check it is. Don't know how much yet, but we'll see when we get there. All right, we pulling up the quick check. $3.92. It's going down. It was $4.29. Actually, $4.36 at the highest 2 weeks ago. But since the straits open, it's going down. Let's see how much 93 is. See how packed it is here now because of how cheap it's gotten? 93, $4.62. That's... Let's go. I think I'm probably gonna put 15 in. 362. The gas light's been off for a while because I haven't gotten gas because I had to idle it for the AC and shit. So, and I did a lot of driving. So. See what we're at, 4.3 gallons. That's crazy. I remember when 20 used to give me fucking like 6 gallons. Now it's not. Yeah, I'm good with that. That's crazy. That's $20 worth now. AC still bumping. 80 degrees outside, sunny out. So I'm calling that a win. I shouldn't have to touch the AC anymore after this. So yeah, about to hit 169, 600. So. That's going to wrap this video up. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Remember to comment, rate, and subscribe, and check out the full AC fix video on my channel. That's it. Peace.